Hello everyone, Lemon Pie here now the editor. I am now gonna test every single target way to follow the icon. In blue we have the advanced follow trigger, which is the way that I normally do it myself. Then we have in green the target trigger, a move trigger with the target mode, dynamic mode. This is basically just targeting player 1 in dynamic mode, updating it real time. Then in the red we have follow player Y trigger, right? First counterpoint, you cannot make this infinite. Normally you can put a negative number since 2.2. You can put a negative number here to make it infinite, but it's just not possible with this one. Move trigger, with a move trigger locking to the player X infinitely. And finally, in yellow, I think the one that I least vouch for, which is just a move trigger lock player X, lock player Y. Now for those who were in 2.0, you know that this works kind of bad, and I think I already explained the reason, but okay, I'm gonna make it right. As you can see, each one of them is following it up. This shit is going in. But if I jump with the cube, like normal jumps, you can see that the red one desyncs, which is follow player Y. Now, you can kind of argue that maybe the follow player one is the only one following it accurately, and it's just everyone else is wrong. But I can actually prove it wrong by using gravity triggers, right? Now, we see this desync appear lower when we have almost no velocity and more when we have velocity. Okay? Now, first of all, it should already be proof that it needs to realign when you're on the floor, but we're still gonna prove that the gravity here is the one that's fucking this up. With a gravity trigger on 0, we're gonna go to the ceiling, and then we're gonna put the gravity 5 trillion, basically. I'm gonna move this warp, time warp. Okay. And here, I guess, I'm gonna put a gravity trigger on 999. Pretty high gravity, if you ask me. And we're gonna put the time warp trigger there. We're gonna see what happens to the icon. As you can see, the icon is now falling on 999 velocity, and it's desyncing almost an entire quarter block. I think it's more than a quarter block, actually, almost a half block. As you can see, everyone's just kind of desyncing, but the one that is desyncing the most, like we can just completely attribute it to desyncing, is red one. We still don't know, like blue could definitely be the only one correct, but as you can see, this is just not justifiable. If we hide all these ones, you can definitely see that it's just desync, that there's no way the actual icon is there. So as you can see, red one is already on a bad start. It can literally be visible just by jumping with the icon. Now, we're gonna do to the second test, which is, well, we're gonna go with the ship so we can see red just desyncs, definitely. It's kind of hard to see if you're just hiding the icon, but it's definitely seeable when you compare it with the other follows. Now, we're gonna go for the spider, which is one of the trickiest game modes to get right. Now, I don't know if it's gonna be you're gonna be able to see it due to the really low frame rate, but still. First of all, yellow one does not teleport. Follow player with the Y on the move trigger just does not teleport, does not understand teleporting. But if I spam, you're gonna see like the red one's moving a lot. This is because the red one does not instantly teleport to the icon, but actually eases into it, which is also the reason why it desyncs when you go into high velocities in the air. Are you gonna put a time warp? Where the fuck is the time warp? I lost it. Time warp here, time warp where? Time warp here. Okay. I'll put a 0.1 here, and as you can see, I'm gonna pause gonna pause at the exact moment they teleport. You can see that the green one is already here because it instantly teleports. You can see that the blue one is getting out there and the red one is just 1/4 of the way there. And if you spam, you can actually see it more clearly. Now normally the blue one is really fast in teleporting, so you don't see it at full speed, but the red one you can actually do if you spam correctly. And well, the yellow one just gave up on following the spider. We're gonna go to our actual final test to see who's the winner decisively. It's gonna be a teleport, a complete teleport to like the ceiling of the fucking level. I'm gonna put the teleport like miles ahead, like completely up in the sky, thanks to the 2.2 ceiling upgrade of the editor. I can do this. I'm gonna put some blocks for the cube to stand on, and we're hiding them just in case they don't tamper with what we see. And because the camera instantly teleports, we're gonna be actually able to see it. Now, if I put it at normal speed, wait, sorry, I need to change the icon. If we actually put it in normal speed, we're just not gonna really see anything. So I'm gonna put it in a time warp of 10%, so you can actually see what is going on there. Where the fuck is the time warp? Okay, yeah. And as you can see, we have a winner. 5 boss on the exact moment it teleports. The blue one actually needs some time to get up there. Now, it's not visible in normal gunplay, unlike normal velocity. It is literally not visible, but the blue one actually does take some time, and the red one does take even more time. As you can see, decisively, the most reliable way to follow an icon is with a move trigger. Sorry, I need to scroll a little bit. There we go. A move trigger with target mode dynamic mode. No, the yellow one just gave up. So, in terms of rating these, as I said, the green one is definitely coming on first. Is the #1 winner. Congratulations. A move trigger, target mode dynamic mode. Advanced flow is my #2. This is the one that I use, so I'm feeling a little bit of a trail here, but it's #2. Then move with follow player Y is #3. It is still a reliable method, kinda, but it's just not as good. It's just not the best. And finally, we have the follow player Y and X, which is definitely coming in #4. A long way, just by far. Really completely far. It's not even in the conversation. Now, what do I recommend? If you're gonna follow the icon really and you want no desync at all, you're gonna go for move 4. Definitely. That is my conclusion. That is all the tests that I'm gonna conduct. I already explained a situation where follow player Y desyncs. Well, follow player Y, I'm referring to the move one, not this one. But yeah, it desyncs, and the follow player Y is just not that good. Even though it's its own trigger, it is not perfect at going with the moves of the icon. I hope you like my assessment in this topic, and you can start following the icon properly. Thanks.